Most people believe that you empty your mind by calming it down. That is not how it works. A clear mind appears when you stop interfering with the natural flow of thought. And the cost of believing the wrong thing is simple. Every time you try to quiet your mind, you train it to stay alert. That is why empty your mind sounds wise, yet fails for most people who try to apply it. What you need for empty your mind is not a technique. What you are about to hear works because it removes effort instead of adding more. And when the mind is no longer constantly intervening, it has room again to experience life, instead of managing it. To understand why this approach usually fails, we need to look at what people actually do when they believe they are being calm. Ren is 16 years old. He lies awake many nights. Not because something bad happened, not because his life is chaotic, but because his mind never truly shuts off. The day is over. The house is quiet. Yet something keeps running inside his head. He replays conversations, thinks about what he will say tomorrow, what he could have done differently, what still needs to be handled. From the outside, Ren looks calm, reliable, disciplined. People say he has himself under control. Inside, it feels different. His mind is like a room where someone keeps pacing back and forth, checking whether everything is still in order. And that is the key point. He is not restless. He is constantly on duty. Ren believes that calm comes from order, so he tries to organize his thoughts. He thinks, this thought is dangerous. That one is embarrassing. This one matters later. I can't forget that. He makes lists, in his head and on paper. Keep this thought, push that one away, deal with this later. He believes that once everything is sorted, his mind will finally be quiet. But this is where the problem begins. The mind asks only one question about every thought. Do I need to deal with this? Every time Ren tries to control a thought, he answers, without noticing, yes, this needs me. And whatever needs you, stays. Not because it is loud, but because it receives attention. Control is attention, and attention keeps things alive. This is where most well-meant advice fails. People here let your thoughts pass by and turn it into another task. Observation becomes monitoring. Letting go becomes effort. Even meditation turns into performance. They sit and wait for silence as if it were a reward. And when it doesn't arrive, they think, something must be wrong with me. I understand the idea, they say, but it doesn't work for me. This may sound familiar. They do not stop controlling. They simply do it more quietly. Instead of gripping tightly, they hold on gently. But holding on is still holding on. A calm mind does not appear because you watch it. It appears when you stop trying to do something with it. Ren wants to understand why his mind never becomes still. So he travels with his sister Sumi to visit their grandfather, a Zen master. Sumi is 6 years old. Their grandfather is known not for calming people down, but for showing them how they get in their own way. Ren walks with purpose. Every step has a goal. Sumi walks differently. She does not walk to arrive. She walks because there is a path in front of her. She stops when something catches her attention, jumps into puddles, changes direction without thinking about it. Ren watches her and feels something uncomfortable, not because Sumi is chaotic, but because she holds on to nothing. And that is exactly what Ren does all the time. He holds on to thoughts, to plans. Sumi shows him what it looks like when you don't. When they reach a river, they stop. The current is too strong, Ren says. We should wait. Sumi laughs, throws a stick into the water and says, look, the stick isn't fighting. It's just floating. Ren sighs. Until it gets stuck somewhere. Or until it gets carried further, Sumi says softly. Then she smiles. Like your thoughts, Ren. They always get stuck. Maybe you should let them float. Ren raises an eyebrow. He wants to argue, but deep down, he knows she is right. A while after crossing the river, dark rain clouds roll in. Rain pours down, turning the paths into small streams. Ren rushes under a tree and pulls his shoulders up. Sumi squeals with delight. She runs straight into the puddles, spinning in circles, arms wide open. "Look at me," she calls. "I am the rain." She holds out her hand. "How many drops does it take to make a puddle?" "Endlessly many," Ren replies. An old farmer walks by. He sets down his bucket, watches Sumi dancing in the rain, and smiles. "You don't count the rain," he says calmly. "You enjoy it." Children who play in the rain feel free. Those who fear it make life harder for themselves. Sumi laughs even louder and jumps into the biggest puddle. Ren watches her and realizes that his little sister has something he no longer finds easily: lightness. When they arrive at the temple, their grandfather places a bowl of water in front of Ren. "Look," he says, "but don't try to make anything of it." Ren looks, and that is exactly his mistake. He does not simply look. He waits. He waits for insight, for a feeling, for calm. The longer he waits, the more tense he becomes. The grandfather says nothing. He allows Ren to notice what he has been doing all along. Ren wants a result. He wants it to work, for his mind to finally be quiet. And that wanting is what keeps him awake. The misunderstanding is simple. Most people believe that calm is something you achieve, something you earn, something the mind gives you once you have done everything right. But calm is not a reward. Calm is the natural state that returns when you stop forcing it. What actually helps is stopping the constant nudging of the mind. No responding, no correcting, no holding on. Like water that flows when nothing blocks it. When thoughts appear, do nothing. No answering, no judging, no interest. And if a thought keeps returning, treat it the same way. Not as an enemy, not as a problem, not as a task. Just as something that appears briefly and is allowed to leave again. Because a thought stays mainly when you show it, again and again. You matter. You need me. It stops immediately when the interference stops. Not later, not slowly. Immediately. You cannot hold water, the grandfather says, and you cannot force a calm mind. A mind does not become quiet because there is nothing in it, but because nothing is pulling at it. It becomes calm when control leaves the room. A clear mind is not something you do. It is what remains when you stop interfering.